Okay. Let's see here. I think I've got everything. Ah! Sorry. I'm trying to make a bunch of loud noise. I hope nobody heard that, because I'm trying to make sure that everything sounds okay. Loud noise. Okay. Alright. Alright, I figured I'd start today's stream off with a little something not so different, but yet so familiar. Because I'm sure some of everyone might remember about, it's been a month, I think, longer, maybe longer than that, that I started playing my very first Final Fantasy, more traditional Final Fantasy game about a little over a month ago, and of course it was Final Fantasy IX, but I got to the last boss, like literally the last boss of this entire game, and I hit a roadblock. And I was high enough level. Granted, yes, I didn't have every single best item I could have ever had for the game, but I was still pretty beefy. Two of my characters could hit for the max amount of damage, and then the other two could hit for about half of that on really good crit and stuff. So everybody was pretty beefy. It's just the last boss was a big jerk and could like go really fast and would hit you like 3 times in a row before you had a chance. So if you see this lovely little title screen here, I have access to a few things because on my own time, just as a fluke and just to see if I could do it, I beat the game. I wasn't really intending to. I was trying to test something. The test worked. Granted, the last fight was still a royal pain in the ass because the last guy still wiped everyone except for Freya, who had her regen up, and since the regen ticks the whole time, all the time, regardless of, because you know while your abilities are going, she already had an ability that hit for max damage, so I believe I was able to get 2 hits off from her, and that was it. That's what did it. The only reason I was able to get that far though is I did do one of the little cheats that the game, this version of the game on the Switch allows you to do, which is make it to where everyone's abilities hit for the max amount of damage. So that basically meant that I was, making just 2 of my characters do the max damage. It still didn't technically matter because the last boss fight is still really awful and mean. So okay, hang on, let me back up. I just wanted to make everyone clarify. So because I beat the game, I now have access to all the cinematics. I can go back through the staff. What's this? Oh, this looks, okay, that's just English. That's something else. This was not here. What was this? Oh, this was Painful Rager. Cute. All right, that's kind of funny. All right, obviously a card game. So yeah, but yeah, these were not here when I hadn't beaten the game yet. So yeah, just proof that yes, I have beaten the game. But for the sake of, I didn't actually stream it. I'm going to stream, and of course, if this works, I may have to do this a couple times because if it doesn't work, I got lucky. If it doesn't work, I may be here for a little while. But I'm going to have everyone see this. I'm going to go through it. This last bit, of course, granted, the last time I played on stream, I did beat Kuja. Kuja was not really that bad. He hit hard, but he really wasn't that bad. So I was definitely prepared for him. It was just the last boss. And of course I read up about the last boss. And yeah, the last boss is basically a cheating cheap shot bastard. He has haste up the yin yang. And he basically goes like really fast. Alright. Without further ado, let's see if I can do this for the amusement of everyone. Starting with, of course, Kuja's fight. Okay, I want to test something, because there's a couple of things I did not test beforehand. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, I think I will leave everything alone. I'll do it just as I did before. We'll see what happens. I know I can beat Kuja just fine, as long as he doesn't get some weird-ass ability off or whatever. Okay, so we've been... granted, we have been through this dialogue before. Grant, I know it was a while ago. I apologize for taking forever, but yeah, it was quite the stumbling block to say the least. But here we are. Let's see about this. I can't believe she beat Death Kaisi. Thanks, Jag. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. All right. All right, let's this might take a tad bit longer because I'm not going to do all the of course he's going to get his fucking flare off because, you know, reasons. We're just going to attack straight up. I want you to do this. You are going to do your Mighty Guard for starters. Yeah, see, he can hit pretty hard. Not the max damage, but he can hit pretty good. And I mean, that's the best I can do for Zidane. Of course, Zidane's job is just to be a thief. He's not really meant to do anything else. Alright. Now, this is where my real power lies. Is Freya and Quina. I both worked and grinded to get their abilities up and everything, so Frog Drop and Dragon's Crest, which are their strongest abilities, they can do max damage. Alright. Oh, what an interesting angle. Very interesting. Okay, her next turn I'll have to make sure to redo the regen. Oh yeah, he's gonna do this crap. Oh, I think the regen just ticked off. Well, Queen has got regen all the time, which is nice. Let's just do the regen again, just be on the safe side. Ow, you suck. Asshole. Oh, he's gonna do that again? Oh, well, here we go. He didn't get this last time, which really sucks. I don't know if that's gonna save her, but that's gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, actually not too bad. Okay. Alright, she's gonna get hers off. She-he. Oh, that didn't do the max amount of damage. That's weird. How come it didn't do that? Maybe he's got something else on. I don't know. I could have sworn I had it figured out. Alright, you know what? Let's just, hit him again. Uh-oh. Steiner's probably in trouble. Oh, yep, Steiner's in trouble. I figured as much. Oh, of course we get to her allowing to do that. Yeah, of course. I know, holy. Probably could have had the other one, but that's okay. I thought I had her ability maxed out, but I guess I didn't. He's gonna heal? That's dumb. Alright, let's go ahead and use a Phoenix down on Steiner. And then let's get Queen a heal. There we go. There we go. Okay, well, never mind. We didn't really have to worry about that. Now this is the part where, yeah, Mr. You know, very depressed. I don't blame him for being the way he is to some degree. It's not fair. It's bullshit. But he's still gonna be over dramatic. Take us all down with him. We all get knocked our asses out. And he gets knocked out way off in the distance. Whee! And we are left to believe that he is dead already, or he will die soon. Alright. So, hang on a second. Okay, here we go. Let's do Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set this now. And then we're going to do this. I'm going to make this go a little faster with the dialogue. Yes. This bean, I'll have to do some research, but this bean reminds me of a other bean that I've run into in 14 stuffs. This is basically the reset button guy shows up and he's the reset button, I guess. You know, there was life, but now we're going to just, you know, reset everything. So, all right, there's our party. And whoop, nope. How did I do this? No, I don't want to move from that slot. There we go. Screw up, Chin. Yes. Oh, Vivi. I really wish I could have had him in my party, but I don't think he would have worked for what I wanted to go for. Okay, so we're all healed up. We've got everything sorted. Yeah. The only thing is, I wonder if I should change up the order. Let's move you here. Maybe we'll, I don't know. Let's move Steiner. Let's try this order. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Why not? Not like I don't have, I mean, not like I don't have the time for it anyway, right? Okay, well, let's get in on it. Okay, so I'm gonna take off. Actually, no, I think I'll be fine. We're gonna speed this up, the first part, a little bit. And then I will take that off, and then we'll go into it. The design of this mob, I swear. It's trippy as hell. And the art directors of this game, and just in general, Final Fantasy games in general, just holy crap. They really go crazy with it. Alright, come on, let's go down. You have to go quick. We have to go quick because we don't have a choice. Because he's just gonna go, unfortunately. And I'm at the mercy of just, yeah. Really? He's gonna protect. Yeah, like I said, I am at the mercy of the RNG of this game. He hits very hard, he hits very fast. Gotta go, 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 and then hopefully this works out in my favor. And he's gonna do his stupid little zappy zappies. For some reason, the regen's already off, and I don't like that. Okay, let's get that regen off. We're gonna need it. Oh, okay, this is the one. I think that is this the one that takes a while. I think so. Hang on, I'm gonna go a little faster here. Yeah, this is his stupid one-shot everybody ability. Fortunately, okay, take that off. Oh, great. This is lovely. Why are you confused? That is so weird. Well, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? Somehow, my entire party is still alive. This playthrough. This chance here. Everybody's still alive this time. Because somehow it worked in my favor. Granted, to be fair, though, I had everybody's abilities maxed out. So like I said, I did do the cheat again. to make sure that everybody hit really hard. Although what's really funny is that I think if I had had a chance for one more turn, I might have been okay. But again, that's a chance. But yeah. Beat Necron? I think is what said his name was. Mr. All-Powerful Bean is gone. And all I say to that is, that's fine, you can still exist as long as there's life and death, because yes, there technically will always be life and death. That doesn't mean some immortal being has the right to show up or have any say in, you know, pressing the reset button on life or death, necessarily. Ah, and then we have the Aoife tree. Which is basically, I believe, being uprooted. The connection between Terra, I think it's Terra and Gaia? See, oh yeah, what Kuja said was true. The Aoife tree is beginning its violent reaction. What's going to happen? I don't know, but it doesn't look good. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Hey, look, friends! I doubt anyone could have survived that explosion. No. Sorry. Captain! No, anyway, sorry. Ah, this is Makoto, yeah. They are still alive. What? Where are they? Over there. The Hildegard is probably closer. You! The tall one! Sir! Hagen Pluto Knight the 8th, ma'am! Yes, I don't know. I didn't ask for your name. Contact the Hildegard right away. Yes, sir! Ma'am! Sir! Can't make up his mind. How about just, you know, do as you're told, soldier. Please be alive. Sire, we are receiving a transmission from the Red Rose. Punch it on up the main line. This is the Red Rose. You're not General Beatrix. Who are you? My name is Makoto. Everyone is alive. You are very close to them. What? How do you know? I can hear him. Who? Prepare to land immediately! Bring it on in, kids! Bring it on in! I love the cinematics, they're so good. The art style of this game is so pretty. Vivi. That's the Hildegard 3! Looks like Sid came to rescue us. But did you not want him to rescue there? Did you not want to rescue? Sid! Ah, thank heavens you're all safe. Come quickly, we don't have much time. Run, 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 run. Well, I mean, saunter on over. Farewell, Zidane. Aw, damn it. What's wrong? Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up with you all later. I have to take care of something. What? He's still alive. He can't be. Zidane, what are you doing? Rusty McHighwaters comes in to give his frickin', you know, reprimand. I love it. It's too good. Steiner, take care of Garnet. What? What do you mean by that? Kuja's still alive. I can't just leave him. This is ludicrous. Just because you two are from the same planet doesn't mean... No, that's not the reason. Come on, Zidane! Why are you doing this? The 6-year-old is very upset. Sorry. Because... Marry her, Steiner. Take care of her. Shut up, Dag. No. Steiner's supposed to end up with Beatrix anyways, right? I'm sorry, but I don't think this 30-something-year-old guy here is going to end up with a 16-year-old. Kind of creepy. Because I might have done the same thing if I were in his shoes. I probably would have fought against you guys and wreaked havoc in Gaia like he did. Yeah, but you didn't. You got, honestly, you got the lucky end of the stick there, Zidane. You got kind of accidentally tossed, or was it on purpose? I can't remember if it was on purpose or an accident. He just kind of got, pew, ended up here and didn't have himself be manipulated and turn evil. Anyways, this is the Middle Ages. Middle Ages! They don't look like they're in the Middle Ages. They're not dressed like they're in the Middle Ages. This is Final Fantasy. I know it sounds crazy, but I know deep down inside I have to do this. You're not crazy, Zidane. But you go help Kuja, not good idea. It's too dangerous. He's Goku who hit his head. Middle Ages. Oh my god, Jag, no, it's not. Middle Ages, a Middle Ages kind of design would be something like, okay, I know I haven't played it, but I've seen how it's set up. Like, what, Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 4? Hell, Final Fantasy 16's kind of got that really high fantasy Middle Ages kind of look to it. Or more like Renaissance. Maybe not Middle Ages, more like Renaissance kind of style of their outfits and stuff. But yeah, no, I would say 9. 9 with how they're dressed and everything. Yeah, and the fact that there's basically a form of steam power engine machines. More like industrial era, I would say. I can't just leave him. There's no way I could live with myself. I'm going. You're making a big mistake. Maybe. But we all have to make big decisions in life sometimes. Still 30-year-old marrying 16-year-olds. He's not gonna marry her, Jag. Quiet you. For me, now's that time. I have to face up to it, just like Vivi did when he confronted his fears to find out about himself. That was a big decision for Vivi. I don't know about that. I don't think it was a really big deal. That's what you think, but I might not be doing this if it weren't for you. You've definitely taught me to take life more seriously. Well, you're obviously not going to change your mind, so I'm coming with you. The principle of knighthood requires that one assist his comrade in times of need. I shall accompany you as well. How do you know? Jag! Jag! I've already beaten the game! Quiet you! Whoa, wait a minute. Like I said, it's my moment, so don't butt in. You guys will have your own someday. Besides, you guys have more important things to worry about, like Burmecia and Alexandria. You got the bad ending. Oh, whatever, Jag! This is not Dark Souls or frickin' Nier Automata. You're funny. For once in your life, why can't you be honest? Sorry, but I can't. I just can't walk away. It goes against my nature. Ooh, he's quoting him. I love that part. Amaran's quoting him straight up. Yeah, he knows. You're a real simpleton. Forget it, guys. There's no stopping this fool. What are you still doing out here? Get on board right now. Do it now. Come on. Let's just leave him and get out of here. And off saunters the monk. That guy will never change. All right, you heard the man. Get out of here before it's too late. Zidane, I love you. You'd better come back. Oh, brother. Zidane, I need eat more different food. I still hungry. You need come back. Take me more places. Show me more food. I still can't believe you're doing this. You've changed, Zidane. Well, till we meet again. Zidane, you've taught me another big lesson in life. Thanks. Vivi, best mage ever. Zidane. Princess, we must go. Silence speaks volumes, kids. Garnet, I mean, Your Highness. The abduction is over. I can't take you any further. I'm sorry for being so selfish. No, you're not being selfish. You've done so much for us. If it weren't for you, I probably would have led a meaningless life. And probably sacrificed by your mom because she was crazy. At the time, anyway. With you, I was able to see so much of the world and meet so many people. We faced many hardships too, but I think I finally know what's important. I'm so fortunate to have met you. I'll never forget our trip together. Thank you, Zidane. I love Steiner's just being patient. Promise me one thing. Please come back. Oh god, I love the art style of this game. So pretty. I know this is remastered and stuff, obviously. But still, I mean, I can only imagine that it still would have looked really good on the PlayStation 1. Please don't come after me if I'm wrong. I apologize. Bye, Hildegard, number 3. Kuja! Can you hear me? I'm coming to get you! You still have time. Forget about me. Go. Just shut up and stay where you are. I don't understand you. I love the stretches. It's great. Okay. Here goes nothing. This was one of my favorite parts of the game. I love how this was done. Where it's like very cinematic, like the way that the tree part is, but it's still his like game model, like when you're playing the game, instead of it cutting to like high CG. I think this is like really, really well done. Yeah, you're wrong so often I'm numb to it. Oh, thanks, Jag! You're such a butt! Yeah, I love this part too. Like, oh, he's so confident. He knows what he's doing. I'm like, yeah, you're so full of it. You're so full of it, Zidane. But it's cute. You love me. Well, yes. But you're also a royal pain in the ass. But that's okay. Whee! Falling to my near-death. Should be dead. Oh! I love that. That's so good. I can only imagine what it probably looked like on the original version, but still, I mean, gosh. So well done. Yeah, honestly, you should have been dead because you fell really far. Every rib should be broken. Should have punctured a lung, probably. Probably broken at least 2 of your limbs. Surprisingly, not maybe broke your neck. I don't know. But he gets up just fine because, you know, logic. Phew. Still alive. I guess that was pretty crazy. You think, Zidane? Hey! Are you alright? No. Zidane. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go. Wouldn't you do the same for me if you knew I was dying? Oh, never mind. Your comrades were able to escape? Yeah, I knew you had something to do with it. I'm glad they made it. Yeah, well, it's our turn to get moving. I don't deserve to live. After all that I've done, I'm useless to this world. No one's useless. You helped us escape, remember? After you guys beat me, I had nothing left. Nothing more to lose. Then I finally realized what it means to live. I guess I was too late. Hey! Don't you go dying on me, alright? Sadly, I believe he did pass away. He was going to die anyway, like you said. Kuja, what you did was wrong. But you gave us all one thing. Hope. We were all created for the wrong reason. But you alone defied our fate. We do not want to forget this. We want your memory to live on forever. To remind us that we were not created for the wrong reason, that our life has meaning. Sometime later. Oh, I love it. So cute. So this is Alexandria. Uh-oh. What roast spaghettios? Pick up the pace, will ya? I don't believe it! Vivi! Vivi? How do you know that name? What are you talking about? It's me, Puck! How could you forget me? Puck? You know Puck? The Prince of Bermesia? Oh, come on! What's wrong with you? If you're not Vivi, then who are you? I'm Vivi's son. And the March of the Vivis! Yow! Look at all the Vivis! I will not ask how on earth that Vivi procreated. We're not going to go into that, right? I always talked about you, Zidane. How you were a very special person to us because you taught us how important it is. I didn't read the last part very well. Stop it! Jag, jeez. Freya, you're leaving soon, are you not? Yes, I can hardly wait to see everyone. Alexandria, I went there many years ago. How long will it take to rebuild Bermesia? Or I think that's her asking. Oh no, okay, never mind. I don't care as long as I'm with you. Aww. I love you, Freya. Yet he still doesn't remember our past. I just want to cherish our time right now. Aww. So she kind of got her guy back, but not really, because yeah. You taught me that life doesn't last forever. That's why we have to help each other and live life to the fullest. It's time to say goodbye to this room. Save the queen. You have served me well. My duty is finished here. Farewell, Alexandria. Save the queen. I love that. Save the queen is the name of a duty in 14. Even if you say goodbye, you're always going to be in our hearts, so I know we're not alone anymore. Hey. Why are you going to Alexandria? You're not going. I never said that. Hey, wait! Why I was born. How I wanted to live. Thanks for giving me time to think. Good food, not only delicious. Good food made with heart. This is very important when cooking for friends. To keep doing what you set your heart on. It's a very hard thing to do. We were all so courageous. Hurry! Hurry! Gotta get there before the play begins. There's no need to hurry. The theater ship is no match for my new ship. My new Hildegard is the fastest ship ever. Do I have to remind you? You said the same thing about the theater ship. That's what you said, Father. Aiko, what did you just call me? Darling, she called you Father. Father! Mother! Hurry! Say it again, Aiko! Oh, I love that part. Aiko got new family! What to do when I felt lonely. That was the only thing you couldn't teach me. But we need to figure out the answer for ourselves. Beatrix! Where are you going? Please don't ask. My mind is already set. Wait, listen to me. I never wish to lose you again. Steiner. Let us protect the queen together. Ha! Ends up with her instead. I'm so happy I met everyone. I wish we could have gone on more adventures, but I guess we all have to say goodbye someday. All right, you scumbags, we're almost there. Been a long time since we saw Alexandria. Let's give them a show they won't forget. Yeehaw! Break a leg, people! Hey there, Mello! How are you? Everyone, thank you. Farewell. How's it going over there? My memories will be part of the sky. I love that dress. It's so pretty. Steiner. Rusty McHighwaters in the background. Aw, there's Beatrix. He did convince her to stay. Doing great. How are you? Good, good. Finally showing everyone the ending for this game. Yeah. Aw. Oh, I should probably read, but it'll never be the same. I have to let go of the past. I have to move on, just like he taught me. Clearly, it's definitely been some time because her hair grew out. It's definitely been a few months at least. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover, Marcus. She attempts to flee the castle, only to be captured by her father, King Leo. Tonight's story begins when Marcus and Cornelia decide to run away together. And now, your Royal Majesty, Queen Garnet, Lord Steiner, Lady Beatrix. Noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers, Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary! And he bows. 20 years. It has not been 20 years. Jag, stop it. I know what you're implying. Marcus? Sweet Marcus, I fear I love thee more than I should. Princess, will thou be married? I can't read this fast enough. It's going too fast. Dang it. Shut up, Jag! All right, for real, Jag. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just let this play out. I unfortunately can't read it fast enough, which sucks. I wish I could, but anyway. So yes. Anyway, I have already technically beaten this game. I beat it by myself, like a day ago, but I figured I would beat it again so everyone could see on stream the ending, if they so desire to see the ending. Unless you didn't want to be spoiled, then it's fine. I totally understand. But if you've never played Final Fantasy IX before, I very highly recommend it. It is so good. Oh man, so good. For my very first traditional JRPG, like Final Fantasy one, I should say, this was wonderful. I love it very, very much. Keep a straight face while Jag sasses you. Challenge if you don't want to be spoiled. Turn it off. Good job. No, Final Fantasy 7. No Final Fantasy 7, no Final Fantasy 8 will hinder us. What? Jag, at some point, I probably will play Final Fantasy 8 just to experience it for myself. And if you don't put a sock in it about how you can't stand the game, I will mute the heck out of you. She said no cloud or squall. Oh my gosh. I don't think that, that might have been a play on the writing, but I don't think that's what that was entirely intended for there, Jag. You can't mute me, I'm text. That's true. I can't mute you. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, no, this was an absolute wonderful story. I loved it very, very much. So yeah. Oh, there we go. And then the Switch goes to sleep. Oh yes, and that's the other thing is I'm playing a remastered version of this on the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, which was really nice. It had really, really good setup and it was super easy. I think we also have Final Fantasy VIII on here as well, so that'll be something later. But yeah, I'm going. But today, after going through 9, we'll see. Yeah, I love this. There we go. Yay, romance story complete. The queen completely loses her mind. Steiner basically says, yes, and there's Beatrix. Like, yes, your majesty, please go see your thief. I love that dress, though. That is very pretty. It's a very, very pretty dress. I love how like she's pushing the. I mean, to be fair though, they can't obviously see where she went, so they don't know what's going on. Like, get out of the way! It's your queen, kids! Get out of the way! Oh, I don't know why the necklace now decides to fly off. But she's had that thing this entire time. I think it was a family heirloom or something or whatever. But she basically says, screw it, I don't care about the wealth or anything of that necklace or what it means. She even throws her crown down. It's like, I don't even care. Right now, I am not Queen of Alexandria. I am Garnet. I am the white mage that went on adventures, or red mage technically, with this idiot. She gets mad at him like, how dare you just show up like this, and how dare you tease me and be gone for so long. And then after she gets mad at him, she just cries on his shoulder. She's so fucking happy to see him. And everybody should be happy. It's a happy fucking ending. I love it so much. It's such a good ending. Oh, it's so good. Oh. I love how they hold the sword. Save the queen up for everybody. It's so good. How did you survive? I didn't have a choice. I had to live. I wanted to come home to you. So, I sang your song. Our song. I like, yeah, and it looks like the middle part of the town got rebuilt, the castle. Alexander's still dead. Well, yes, Alexander is not there anymore. The primal, sorry, icon is gone. Or Eidolon, I'm sorry, Eidolon is what they're called. Oh, and this song is so good. It's a very beautiful song. So beautiful. But yeah, no, I am very happy. This was a wonderful wonderful game. And just I think I am very happy that I chose this one to be my first Final Fantasy, more traditional Final Fantasy game. Granted, I will say this right now. As much as I absolutely love 9, I think 9 will always have a very special place in my heart. Because it really was a great story. The combat systems wasn't really bad either. I mean, the attack time, the action time battle stuff was a little... That was probably my only beef with this, is that I had to keep turning that off, and even then I could never remember to turn that off, and it would just keep ticking. So it wasn't a true, JRPG in the sense that when it was my turn, it would stay my turn until I made my decision, then carry on. So that's probably my only beef that I would say I have with this game. Everything else, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I love the art style. I love the general pacing and the story. The characters, every single character was very memorable in their own way, for better or for worse. And honestly, it's just like with Final Fantasy 14, really. The freaking story made me feel for even, not for every single enemy, for Kuja specifically. I felt for Kuja. Because, as much as I was complaining about him being an absolute whiny ass and being awful, in the end, he tried to do right by everybody. And I went, yep, thanks, writers of a good Final Fantasy story, for making me sympathize with even an enemy, because damn. I've never heard much about 9, to be honest. It looks different from what I'm used to seeing in Final Fantasy 9 games. Well, that's what I like about a lot of the Final Fantasy games that I've, like I said, this is my first, semi-traditional Final Fantasy game, where it's the JRPG, stuff and everything. Because my first Final Fantasy game is actually Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO. But Final Fantasy XIV is the reason I want to go and play the other Final Fantasy games, because I basically want to see where all the references come from, because, 14, I've heard many times from a lot of content creators that 14 is like a big ass love letter to the entire franchise. And despite a few, tie-in key things, the main Final Fantasy games out there are not necessarily tied to each other. So they're all rather different with their art styles and how they, approach even some of the combat systems and the class systems and stuff like that. So, I appreciate this one for its take on everything in the Final Fantasy genre. Because while everything's there, like, the summons, essentially, like you have the summons, they call them eidolons in this game, which in 14, we call them primals, or icons is what the Garleans call them and whatnot, but it's still interesting. I guess someone had to check. I feel you. The whole theme park idea in 14. It is really cool how they tie stuff together in 14 like that. Yes, and sometimes it's really subtle, and sometimes it's blatantly obvious. But yeah. So yeah, what's really cute though for me though is going back and playing 9. Here's the fun part, Mello. Now that I've played 9, I now recognize actually quite a lot of things that they brought into Shadowbringers from this game. Just FYI. I now see a lot of certain similarities and things that or certain little things that they brought in. Yeah, I thought that was rather clever. It's very, very cool. So yeah, it's amazing for that. And on top of that, the other Final Fantasy game that I don't know if I'll finish today. I may finish it today, or I may finish it maybe tomorrow if I get really close. The other Final Fantasy game I'm still working through that I'm getting close to probably being done with is Final Fantasy VI. Originally came out as Final Fantasy III on the Super Nintendo way back in the day. But story-wise in the Final Fantasy franchise, it's Final Fantasy VI. Or not story-wise, numerical order, technically. And I have to admit, so far, Final Fantasy VI, I think in a lot of ways, especially for story, I almost like it maybe a little bit more than 9. I love 9, but there's something about 6 that's really, really getting me. And as long as somebody in this certain chat doesn't keep frickin' building me up for tragedy. Just giving you shit, Jack. I'm just giving you shit. But yeah. It's still good. The only thing is, again, 6 has the same problem where it's still that action, the action timed combat system or whatever. It's not the true, what I would prefer. When it's your turn, which is almost like the Dungeons and Dragons thing to some degree. When it's your turn. Granted, you don't have all the time in the world, but at least when it's your turn, you have a reasonable amount of time to make your decision. I love that little style there with the crystal and then the 2 planets that were going to be joined, but they didn't merge, and so good. So yeah. That's not a problem. That was an innovation. Okay, fine. It was an innovation. Fine. But to be fair, though, technically my first JRPG, if we're talking actual JRPG, was Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, which was when it was your turn, it was your turn, and you had all the time to think about what you were going to do before, you carried on with the match or whatever. So, yeah, that's where I'm coming from. And there it is. There it is. All done with Final Fantasy IX properly. All that jazz. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. And then this part. Oh, this beautiful melody. I love it so much. I never thought I would love this melody this much, but gosh. I feel like I am catching up on things from my childhood that I just never got around to or never could get to. And I'm getting so into Final Fantasy now. It's just, it sings to me on so many levels, literally. So good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, man. And to think, go figure, MMO was the reason I ended up liking this so much. And I'm liking it even more now. All right. There's the title screen. Done. Final Fantasy IX is finally done. I finished it officially. Technically, a day ago I finished it, but I finished it for everyone to see on stream. And actually, this was better because technically in this playthrough that I just did, everybody lived in my last fight with the bad guy. Everybody lived. They didn't have much health, but they all lived this time. So it worked out. Pretty good. All right. That's all right, though. It's all good. All right. Well, I'm going to take a break now. And while on my break, besides getting some water, because my throat is rather scratchy from all the talking I'm doing, I will swap over to the Super Nintendo Classic and jump back into Final Fantasy VI. And we'll see where that's going to take me. Yeah. And we'll go from there. All right. I'll be back in maybe about 10 minutes. Maybe a little longer, depending on how long it takes me to get everything hooked up again. It shouldn't be that bad. I will see you all in a few, everyone. Hang tight.